Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike 8. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Shoot.
On first down, it's Haskins. Green able to dance free. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Pull it together. Check 99. He's coming. Double up.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tight as Ringo.
Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack on first down, Haskins, and this is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long, able to find his running back, Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. On the ground, Geis. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
Again, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Rip left, rip left. Move. 56 to Mark.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Complete to Bryant. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Prescott now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now it's Haskins, and this one complete to Reed. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins looking for his tight end Reed, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now it's Haskins. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. This is Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Elliott. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The second quarter score from Cincinnati, and that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Haskins back to the air. Forced out to his left. Complete. Richardson has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there? Yeah. Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go. 56. We're going to 54. Right here.
On first down, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Got it. 51's the mic. Read. Check 25. Check 25. Over. Mike 51. Mike 51.
3rd down, here's Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for his tight. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Elliott running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Check 3. So we're going to 52. 26.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Crosby puts it through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And able to find Green. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Green once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Haskins to throw. And it's caught. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Here we go with Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Now Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Dallas, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to